Okay. My expectation that you create these guys and these guys, okay? And you run one client in Android. Oh, I need to run these guys inside the mininet? No, you don't. You don't need, okay? Use the way that you work to the exercise that I passed on Monday. You follow the same idea, okay? You don't need to run now inside the mininet. You can run directly in the cloud like you did on one exercise. The only difference is you don't use Python code here, you use a JavaScript code. It's the first deliverable. Any questions? No? Okay. The second one that you have here is configure the emulation scenario. Okay. It's not my expectation that you include the proxies the brokers that you develop here inside the simulation yet. My expectation to the mininet part is that you already has installed the mininet and you run at least the scenario that you have in that I show in a few minutes. Okay. You have two tests. The first one is to develop the brokers, all the brokers, and the client and the JavaScript. And the second one is to set the mininet environment. Okay. But you don't need to integrate the both the brokers, the JavaScript with the mininet. You can work separately for now. Any questions? No questions? Okay. So, how can I get information about how to do it? Okay. Okay, before it. You submit all the codes that you develop in the GitHub. Okay. Please use your organization. Don't put everything in the root of the GitHub site. Create a folder. Okay, this folder is to procs. This folder is to JavaScript client. This folder is to blah, blah, blah. Okay, organize the code to be easy to navigate on that. Okay. And how you prove, okay, how you prove that everything is working? Okay, because I expect that you have this scenario running, but not inside the mininet. You can record your you can run this scenario, okay, and record your screen. Okay, you can start a Zoom session to you and record your monitor. Okay, and publish my option. I believe it's the best option. Publish the video in the YouTube and put the link of the video or the channel inside the GitHub. Any questions? Okay. So how can I get information to support my work? The first information is about the client. If you go to Solid solution description, if you scroll down, go to the support materials, you have a lot of support material. To realize this, this step or the delivery of this week, you need this one, and this one. Okay. About the first one, the client Android. You have a lot of blah blah blah, but what I provide to you? Okay, I provide to you a JavaScript code, this one that implements this screen, the Android or iPhone, in other one. Okay, we design. Oh, it's not I. Okay, my daughter designed this client using a framework, a library in JavaScript named React Native. The React Native is a library that you can write a code in JavaScript and compile in the operating system that you want. For example, if you have iPhone, you can compile the code in iPhone. If you have Android, you can compile the code in Android. And the process to compile is transparent to you, okay? You implement in JavaScript, okay? It is what React Native does. And you have in the GitHub a code that implement this UI, okay? If you click connect or if you click update, nothing change, okay? Because you don't have the MQTT implementation, you have only the GUI, okay? Where is this schedule? It's here, okay? If you click here, you have this code here. This code implements this screen. Okay, how can I compile this code? Okay, you have this second tutorial, this one, okay? Tutorial. What is it? Okay, I share again, guys. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know, my camera maybe freezing the thing. Okay. Did you listen that what I told about the React Native? Guys, did you listen my explanation about the React Native or not?
Yes.
Okay. Did you listen my explanation about where is the schedule of the code, JavaScript code? Yes or no? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Yes, teacher.
Got it.
Okay. So how to compile this code here? You need to open this hands-on tutorial, okay? What is hands-on tutorial? This hands-on tutorial is a document that shows how to install all the dependencies in the Windows. For example, install the Node.js, the Android Studio, Android's SDK, show exactly what you need to do, okay? How to configure the home environment and how to create application, okay? How to use the React Native, okay? I use Linux. In Linux, you have the information here, but I have Mac. I believe the Mac is very close to the Linux, okay? I believe it's the same approach. But if you have a specific question about Mac, you can join on Thursday the week meeting where she will participate, okay, to clarify any question that you have about this client, okay? And you can use the hands-on here, okay? And you have all the information. Again, the codes and the hands-on show how to compile this part here, but does not show how to connect, how to implement MQTT messages inside this client. To enable it, you need to use the Paro MQTT. The Paro MQTT is a library in JavaScript. Is very similar than the library that you use in the Python, okay? Where you can use this code to run inside you can send message, MQTT message using JavaScript, okay? An important, very important thing to don't spend a lot of time. JavaScript does not support to send the message in the MQTT message like you did in Python, okay? The servers need to run WebSockets, okay? As you're learning on Monday, you need to use WebSockets to connect the JavaScript client in the Mosquito, okay? The Mosquito broker need to run WebSockets. You can run MQTT, but need to run to the WebSockets too, okay? This tutorial is very simplified, okay? I need more information. If you type here, Paro MQTT JavaScript, for example, you can see a lot of tutorials to do the same thing, okay? You can select the best one for you. Any questions about the JavaScript or the client part? Any question, guys?
Teacher,
No for now, teacher.
just one question.
Okay.
Okay, go, Moises.
Gracias, Chris. For the creation of this, like the backend part of the application, we have to create like another script inside like the environment of React, and there start like creating all the Mosquito publishing, or where do we have to do that?
Okay. I share my screen again. I show again the IG. Okay. It's two different things, okay? You have the client. Remember that you use in our exercise the Python, no, using the PyCharm and run Python scripts, okay? The only thing that you need to change is in our exercise, we use Python. Here, we use these clients that I showed. And the brokers. The brokers, you need to adjust your script to be conform the scenario that is described here. Did you understand or not?
Yes, but like in order to get the information, the Android user, how do we connect like the Android, no, the JavaScript development of MQTT and the application?
Well, it's very similar. First, you need to compile the JavaScript using the React Native. It's the information that I show here. Okay, you have the basic code here. You have a tutorial here to how to compile this code, and you need to learning how to use this library in the internet. Did you understand or not?
All right, I think I do know. Thank you.
Okay, you have again. You have a lot of tutorials that show exactly this example. Okay, you need to select one and follow this one. Okay, it's the same tutorial, just on show in a different code, which is the same tutorial. But again, first you need you need to have the script that you use in the future inside the emulation. Okay, and this script run in Mosquito. You need to define this script, okay? It's not anymore the script that you use in the class. You need to have the script to run and you use to decentralize. You don't need to integrate with the emulation, but you need to do, okay? It's part of this deliverable, the brokers here and this broker here. Okay, it's at least two brokers, or three, I don't know. Okay, the bridge broker that run here that receive the connection from the JavaScript, and the central broker that is running like the central server or central broker that you have in the exercise. But you need to define these two, one and this guy. But again, what I asked, what you need to do is get this code, compile and run. Okay, see that the screen, the UI works. Go to this library here, install this library in the JavaScript, and integrate the UI with the part of the code that you have. Did you understand or not?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, teacher. It's a little bit related with the past question. Which compilers you recommend we use, or compiler you recommend we use? So like PyCharm, but for JavaScript, and the next part of the project, which programs you recommend us to use?
You need to implement a client that run in Android or in the iPhone. Okay, you need to have a physical device. Okay, to create this physical device, I suggest that you use the React Native. Why I suggest you use the React Native? It's a lot. Is not only more difficult, it's very more difficult to implement this simple example in Java, for example, in the Android, in Java, in Android, or I cannot remember the name of the other language that Android support. Okay, I believe it's easy. If you follow the direction that I publish in the GitHub, and you see the JavaScript code, I believe you understand how to integrate the two things. About the Python, okay? The final deliverable, you need to have at least one real client, okay? That it is one that you use the direction that I explained now, the React Native. Okay. But you need to simulate the other one. Okay, this node here inside the emulation. These nodes, you have two options. You can run inside this simulation one Android client. You can, but it's a little harder because consume a lot of resources in the simulation. Okay, for example, if your computer is not very good, maybe you have problem to run, for example, 2, 3, 4 clients inside the emulation part. Okay, it's the reason that I suggest to don't do it. Okay, the best solution is to run a fake client. Okay, and the fake client is the Python client that you already has. Did you understand now?
Okay, so okay.
Okay. The Python part, you don't need to change a lot. Okay. You need to adjust your script to run inside the emulation. Okay. But the script, I can say 90% of your script is the same. Maybe you need to change the address or small things in your script to work inside the emulation. Okay, but 90% of the Python script that you already put, that you will finalize this week, it's the thing that you need to do. Did you understand, Christopher?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
So
But
the only okay, okay. Please
no,
continue.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
So the only compilers we need is just PyCharm, as we already have, and React Native, and those are the only two compilers we need.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. In the final presentation, when you show the code, we will, because it's clear, it's easy. Okay. We will use a real smartphone, one smartphone that you have, use Android to show that your code works. But for now, you can use the Android Studio to provide this feature. It's work too. Okay. But again, it's not so hard. Okay. I have one. I didn't publish, but I have one client that is everything set. Okay. And it's not so complicated. If you understood what you did in Python, in the JavaScript is the same idea. You change a little the language, okay, because it's a different language, but the function that you need in JavaScript is the same name of the function that you use in the Python, because it's the same library, okay? It's only implementation. It's the Paro, it's the same library. What changes the language? You have the same library, implement a version in the JavaScript, a version in Java, a version in Python, and a version in C++. Okay, but it's the same library. Okay, for example, connect method that you use in Python. You have a connect method in the JavaScript. Okay, and the two libraries does the same thing. The two libraries has the same parameters. Okay, I believe when you implement the JavaScript code, you can read the Python and just only see how to do in JavaScript the same thing. Did you understand what I said or no? It makes sense to you?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay. So, okay, it's about the client, okay? About the broker. The broker, you have this information here, and you have some examples, okay, of the configuration file. I don't know this one. Yes, for example, this one will run this broker here, this example here, will run using the WebSocket. Those not run using MQTT, but using the WebSocket. Remember, then the client, JavaScript client cannot connect in the MQTT, need to connect using WebSocket. Okay. This example here show one example that run WebSocket. The broker run WebSocket, no MQTT. Any questions? Finally, you have the emulation part. What I expect, okay, that at the end of this week, the group finalizes this tutorial here, okay? Does this course here and finalize this course here, okay? What you need to submit? You need to publish in the GitHub all the codes that you produce and record a video, explain and show that the deliverable is acquired, okay? You need to show the things running. Any questions? No questions?
No, teacher.
Okay. So now I will open the breakout rooms. Okay. And I ask you to move to the breakout rooms. And if you have any question, you call me inside the breakout room, okay? About the deliverables of the first week, okay? I didn't have time yet to read, but I will read until the end of this week, okay? And to meet my comments, okay?